Good afternoon and welcome to the Chef United Way. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Noah Snyder. I am one half of the red half of Sheffield podcast. And today we are going to be doing the live stream for the final preseason game before the start of the season. And I am going to bring in right now the other half of the red half of Sheffield, and that is Mr. Chad Jarvis. Good morning to you, Chad. It is morning here in the United States. It is 6:30 a.m. here in California, and as I understand, it's 9:30 out there in North Carolina. How are you doing today, sir?
Not bad. Ready for the last preseason game and just jonesing for some Blades football. It's kind of good because it was weird because we had a game last night and now we have a game this morning, afternoon over there. But yeah, I'm ready to go. Excited.
Myself as well. And for those of you who were not able to watch our game against Burton Albion yesterday, we did win 3-0. And I do want to talk a little bit about that before getting into the team news, which obviously did drop a half an hour ago. And good win yesterday. And it was largely a kind of second and third selection side for United against League One Burton Albion. Goals from Daniel Jebison. He got himself a brace in the first half, and then Enda Stevens contributed a nice hard struck shot on the ground in the second half. I know that, Chad, you didn't really get a chance to watch the full game. I think you, like me, only watched the second half. But what were some of your overall impressions from our game yesterday against Burton Albion?
It was certainly improved from, the I don't know what we watched against Scunny last weekend, and then the result against Mansfield. It was like a complete 180. And I understand we didn't have our best 11 out there. We had, as you said, most second, third string players and whatnot, but it was an overall good performance. I mean, I didn't really look into what the Burton side was, so I don't know if that was more of a trials A, trials B, trials C type deal. But, I mean, it was a good result. And hopefully now we can go into today and what looks like probably our best starting 11, or probably what we're going to see when we line up against Watford on opening day. Let's see if we can go get a very good result against the Barnsley side that, got relegated and is in League One this year. Let's go and thump them, man. Let's put a convincing, preseason final game, put everybody on notice and be like, hey, this is what we've been hearing about Sheffield United signing all these players in the transfer window. Okay, they're starting to finally put it together. I want to win this one emphatically.
Agreed. Definitely would like to see us go out and get a good win today. One of the biggest stories coming out of yesterday was that Sheffield United featured a trialist at right wing back. And I mean, there was so much speculation all over Twitter, all over the forums. And we have learned that it is recently released Crystal Palace player Sean Robertson. And how do you think, or Sean Robertson? I can't remember. How did you think he looked yesterday?
Well, at first, when everybody was, blowing up, oh, there's a trialist. I believe you texted me trialist. I think it's Sean Robertson. And I was like, first of all, I think I texted you and said, who is that? I've never heard of him. And you said he was from Palace. And they had him listed as a center forward. And I was like, wait a minute. I watched the game. I was like, there's no way. I was like, Jefferson's up there. Osula's up there. I was like, okay. And then he came off and he was playing like a right back spot. I mean, he looked good. I mean, I was interested to see what I mean, I don't know how much run out he had at Palace. He was probably, in their loan system around a bunch of teams in and around England, I would imagine. So for them to let him go, maybe he wasn't in the cards what Vieira has over at Palace. So maybe he cut him short, and maybe he's a diamond in the rough for us. I read this morning that the likes of Chelsea were interested in him. So when you have a big side like that interested in him, I mean, and from what I read, Hecky said he did fine. So maybe we look to, bring him in on a free or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think he would absolutely be a boon for the club. The line that was said time and time again on Twitter, on the forums, Garamin. I thought he had a very, very positive outing yesterday for United, making really good runs down the right-hand side, getting very involved going forward and able to track back as well. I mean, could potentially be like an amalgamation of what we get out of a Georgie Baldock and a Jaden Bogle potentially, and good cover for Baldock. Because I think Baldock is going to feature in the side today, which I kind of wasn't expecting, because it was said that the injury that he sustained last week was not good, but apparently it was just a little knock, and so here he is back in the side. But let's talk about that Blade side really quickly here. So obviously, starting in net, Wes Fotheringham,
League One West.
Good to see him back in the side. As I mentioned, Georgie Baldock playing at right wing back. We have Anel Ahmedhazic, our signing at right center back. Egan in the middle. Kieran Clark in the left center back position, and then Max Lowe in left wing back. Sander Berge. It's Berge.
Burger. It's Burger. Come on.
No, Hal and I agree on this point. It is Berge. And until he says otherwise, it is Berge. Sander Berge, Ben Osborne, John Fleck, and then up front, it's 1-1. It's Ndiaye and Brewster. I don't know if Ndiaye is going to be playing more forward or if he's going to be playing more of an attacking midfield role today, but we will see. And then Brewster kind of as our lone striker. Perhaps we'll see Berge playing a little bit more forward as well down the right-hand side. So a very strong team. I mean, this is a team that we will probably see starting against Watford a week from this coming Monday. But what's your overall impression of the side, Chad?
I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, we saw the likes of Bash and Jackie Longthrow get their run out yesterday in the match against Burton, but I love this team. I think this honestly is probably got to be close to our best 11 right now in the side, I would imagine. So I want to see Brewster has looked good in this preseason. I mean, and let's get this cohesion working, okay? If this is what Hecky's going to put out against Watford, let's make sure we know everybody's assignment and we don't see any errors at the back like against Scunny last week. Let's go out there, work together, good team effort, get some goals, and we'll say sayonara to the preseason and set our eyes on the start of the season. I'm very excited about this team.
Definitely. And let's just bring up the Barnsley squad. And they have Collins starting in net for them. Williams, Anderson, Cundy, Kitching, Cadden, Benson, Connell, Stiles, Aitchison, I think I want to say. I will say pronouncing names is not my forte. And of course Cole up front, and we know Cole very well. He had done relatively well for them a couple seasons ago. But from your impression, Chad, is this pretty much their strongest 11?
I think it is, but if you look at like the names on their bench, they got When I see Norwood scroll across the bottom, I just want to say Norwood, but it's James Norwood. He's been around a bunch of League One teams and League Two teams over the past years, scoring a bunch of goals. So I'm curious to see with them bringing him in this year, is it going to be a positive for them? Is he going to make an appearance in this game? Because he is a very good goal threat, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cole and Norwood go back and forth, with that starting striker role to see who gets the most goals to see if they can grant promotion from League One back to the championship this year.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously that is what they're going to be looking to do, is to fight and claw their way back into the championship. And, I'm not even peripherally aware of a lot of moves that they've made this offseason to prepare for that battle. But I mean, do you think it's a possibility that we could see Barnsley come back up either through automatic promotion or through the playoffs next season?
I mean, League One is going to be a hotly contested, league at the top of that division, because you got the likes of Wednesday, you got the likes of Barnsley, Derby. I mean, Derby signed McGoldrick and Huron, so I mean, they're going to come out guns a-blazing, probably try and run the league rampant. And who's to say if Barnsley falls in there? They a couple of seasons ago when they got promoted, they just absolutely ran away with the league. So I mean, there's no telling what's going to happen in that division, because that division is so unpredictable year to year. Where I feel like the championship, you kind of know who's going to be more of the teams that are going to be at the top and the teams that are going to be at the bottom. So I'm curious to see where they finish this year.
You see, I think the championship is the hardest league to predict in all of football, to be honest with you. You never know what you're going to get from the championship.
See, I think this year is going to be a lot different from last year, because going into last year, we all pretty much knew that Fulham were just going to absolutely run the league and Bournemouth were probably going to be up there. This year, it's more like of a almost guessing game. Everybody wants to peg Norwich as the team that's going to go up automatically. And, it's kind of a fight for who's going to come in second, honestly, to get that other automatic promotion. So if we can keep our team together, I mean, you got to like our odds of going up not only automatically, but even through the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I'm not content until we have two more players in the door, one of whom needs to be Rita Kadra. For those of you keeping track, still no news on the Kadra front. Some insiders say it's a done deal except for the personal terms. But as we all know, things tend to get a little funky as far as Sheffield United are concerned when we are linked with a transfer. So until I see the team announce Rita Kadra, I am still unconvinced. But I wanted to get your take, on what we need at this point, Chad, if anything, before the start of the season.
I keep on saying, and when we have our text group between me and you keep asking me this, I just think we need more strikers, because you got to think Brewster is our only, out and out striker, but that is like kind of healthy. I mean, you have Jebo and Asua, but I'm liking them to probably go away on loan. We might keep Jebo, and then Billy Sharp, he's not. I don't think he's going to be fit for the start of the season. We'll obviously see come Monday, but McBurney's out. We got Brewster, Sharp, and Jebo. That only gives us 4. Take McBurney out, you're down to 3. Sharp's not healthy. You got 2. Maybe we get another striker through the door. And when I saw that trial list and it was listed as him as a striker, I was like, okay, maybe we're trying to sign a striker on loan. And then I was led down the wrong path, and it was just a misprint in the whole synopsis of what he plays. But I don't know. I just think we need strikers. Strikers.
do like the contributions from both Jebison and Asula this preseason kind of change your attitude or your mind regarding the need for more strikers, Chad?
I don't know. It's a tough question because I almost think that Jebo and Asua scoring all these goals in preseason, it's kind of against like weaker sides, if that makes sense. Where I would almost like us to have played a couple of championship teams, albeit they probably wouldn't have put out their stronger side, to see how they do against a championship defense. Because we didn't get to see Jebo much when he featured at the end of last season. He didn't come on for long in the second halves of those games. So he didn't get much run against championship defenses to figure out how to break them down and score goals. So I don't know if it's almost like a fool's gold right now with, oh man, look at them scoring all their goals. But then when the actual competition steps up, do the goals go away? I'm curious to see what Hecky does, deciding does he put him out on loan or does he keep him in the first team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point, Chad. And I think one of them will likely go out on loan, whether it's Jebison or whether it's Asula, we will see. But we will probably hold on to one of them. At this point, I'm thinking it's likely going to be Jebison. I thought he looked class yesterday. He looked miles ahead of that Burton Albion squad. Granted, obviously, they are a League One side, but I don't know. Was it your impression that he had like an extra step as far as his pace was concerned? His pace looked so much better in that game. I mean, maybe that's just him getting back up to fitness, but versus the times that we've seen him this preseason, I just think he looked so much better yesterday in the 75, 85 minutes that he got.
Yeah, and I think that's almost something like to where, as preseason goes along, first couple of games, you look a little slow and, a little out of shape. And that's why they go and train as hard to get back into top peak fitness. And I think you're seeing probably Jebo round into form to where, he's looking more lethal in front of goal.
Yeah. He took both of his goals very well. I didn't see them initially, but I did watch them on the replay on Twitter. And yeah, I thought he took his goals very, very well yesterday. Michael here brings up a great point that I want to just talk about briefly. Ollie Arblaster, what a player he could turn out to be for United. I've seen people saying he's one of the most promising youngsters that we've had in a long time, and that's even factoring in Iliman Ndiaye, who obviously is probably one of our brightest youngsters as well. I mean, he's not so young anymore, but Ollie Arblaster, age 18, and already filling those big boy boots right there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what he has in the future. If the whole thing is I would assume we're going to send him out on loan. So what we need to do, I guess our scout team needs to find a League One team that has ambitions of challenging for the top of that table and, put them in a promotion race with a team that, every game has a huge impact and see how he does under pressure. And to me, if you kind of start him like on the bench and then slot him in, like during the season or early cup games, stuff like that, it would be good to bring him along the season to where he features more at the end of the season, gets more game experience to where, hey, if Hecky likes what he sees at, say, I don't know, a Derby or loan him to Barnsley, if he fits good in their team and he's coming along and he helps their team, get promotion, maybe it's something, it gives another thought in Hecky's mind that, hey, I'm going to take a look at this lad and see if he's good to feature in our maybe first team next year. Who knows? Because we're getting to that point where we're going to have to go through a little bit of squad rotation because players are getting older and, we're going to have to cut ties with some of the ones that are like beloved by most Blade fans. So
Yep.
it's good to see that our youngsters are, going to be able to start to looks like fill those shoes.
Yeah, and look, I just put up Scott's comment, and I think Koulibaly also has been really coming into form. He could be an asset as well this season. Obviously, he was on loan with Beerschot the last couple of years, didn't find a lot of success there. Could he come to the Blades and find that success that he's so desperately wanted throughout the early part of his career here?
I mean, I keep hearing a lot about him, and I think he's another one that needs to go out on loan to a kind of relevant, side. Going out to Beerschot, I couldn't even tell you any of the results last year. If you gave me $100, I wouldn't be able to tell you any of the results. So if you go to a more well-known team and granted get more experience in England, because I think being loaned out to a foreign country, yes, it hones you on that country's skills and it hones your game a little bit more to bring back to England. But I think in our system, if we're going to loan them out to foreign countries and then bring them back, we need to give them a year of being here in England to get used to the rough and tumble, League One, League Two, what a tackle is, and instead of like going to Italy or some country where a tackle is like you get breathed on and it's a yellow card for the opposing player. So I just think they need to go to England and get a foothold here and figure it out before they are approached to come into the first team.
Breaking news, everyone. Chad Jarvis thinks the Italian league is soft as bathroom tissue.
Oh, don't get me started on La Liga either.
Good stuff. Well, we are just about 8 minutes away from kickoff here. Chad, do you have any final thoughts, as in the lead up to the game? We'll get our score predictions in a couple minutes here, but just kind of want to get your final thoughts pre-game here.
Well, I don't know. This is when we get below 10 minutes to go, my head and heart start to divide. I want a good, emphatic win, and I want us to look good. Obviously, no injuries. Knock on wood, touch wood, that we're not going to have any injuries to take any players out, because that's the last thing we need. We all saw that at the end of last year. But I just want a good, clean, no mistakes. Let's keep a clean sheet. Let's get some goals, get some players involved, and let's get out of here 2-0 winners. I'd be okay with that scoreline. We don't need to have something 5 or 6-0, but if the game gets carried away at the end and we start making all the subs just come in and we start changing teams, and Barnsley keeps changing teams, the scoreline like that might come up. But I want to see a good, probably, would you say 75 minutes?
Yeah. I think that's about right, probably.
Yeah. I mean, for at least the first team, probably run them out about 75 minutes, see where they are, and then just start pulling them off one after one.
Definitely. Scott had a good point. We need to start looking at replacements for Norwood, Fleck, and Basham. Obviously, I think with Basham, we may have found it, and I know Ahmed Hodzic. I think he is the center back of the future for us. As far as Fleck and Norwood are concerned, I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you, Scott. We really do need to find replacements. Our blaster could be one of those. Koulibaly could be a replacement as well. And, I think as far as this year is concerned, with the exception of getting maybe one more attacking mid, either probably a 10 through the door, and probably on loan, obviously, as we don't have a ton of money for transfer fees. But I think we're almost set. We need just those 1 or 2 pieces. That's really what we need here. So
I particularly like this comment. Yeah. Hopefully, but they're urine rockets in preseason. They don't turn into piss missiles or piss missiles, as you guys call them, until we start the regular season. That's when it all changes.
Yep. Well, really quickly, which match are we looking forward to the most this season? I think I know your answer, Chad.
Yeah, Sunderland. Yeah, my two favorite teams. If you're all new to this, yes, I also have allegiance to Sunderland, but the Blades are number one in my heart.
I was going to say Millwall because you're going to be at the Lane.
No. I mean, that'll be cool, but I want to see my two teams that I love playing together. I mean, that's going to be when we do this match watch along for that game. Oh, I'm going to be if whoever scores, I'm going to be devastated for the other side. That's the match I'm looking forward to. Obviously, the one that I'm going to be in person in Millwall in 2 weeks. I'm over the moon. I can't wait to get over to England. I'm literally counting down the days to get over there.
And this will be your first time in the UK, Chad?
No, it'll be my second time. The other time I just stayed in the heart of London and saw a couple games over there. But now, yeah, I'm done with London. I want to go to Bramall Lane. I want to go see the Blades and, yeah, join everybody that wants to come out and hang out, because I've had a lot of positive response from on Twitter, people saying, let us know where you're going to be. So I definitely will let everybody know where I'm going to be on match day. I'm coming up from London early in the day on match day. So if you're going to be around, I'll tweet out my location and we'll go out and have a pint. Or if you meet up with us after the game, it's fine, because I'll be around the entire day, the entire weekend, actually.
Absolutely. Fantastic stuff there, Chad. We are just about to get started here in a few minutes. I don't know if you're having trouble with the stream, but I certainly am at this point. I don't even know I think it's probably universal right there. But let's quickly do score predictions before we get started here, Chad.
My stream just came up, so check your stream right now, because mine just popped up and it's showing the stand, and now it's flashing to the fans. But my score prediction is 2-0 Blades. 2-0 Blades. 100%. Good game. Good, solid game.
I'm going to say I agree with Sheffield United FTV here. 3-0 to the Blades. And who do you have scoring, Chad?
I want to see Sander Berger with a goal, and I'll go with Brewster or Ndiaye. Let's go with Brewster, because I want him to get on the score sheet, and that gives him the confidence going into what is presumed as a start against Watford a week from Monday.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Brewster score. I think he will get a goal today. Again, continuing to build that confidence for the lad. Really need him to get going. Hopefully this is a banner year for the Brewdog. I want to see him score. Sandy Barge is a good shout there. I want to see Sander Berge score. And Chad, I'm going to say Anel Ahmedhodzic gets his first preseason goal for the Blades off of a header, off of a corner. Yes, 100%. Let's get that. Let's get that in.
Hopefully we can see a lot of those this year with Kieran Clark, NL. I mean, we should be able to, Egan, we should be able to at least, I don't know, score at least 5 to 10. I mean, we should be able to lead the league in, goals scored off of corners from headed goals. I'm thinking that's not too far-fetched statement that we should score way more than we did last year. Did we even score one?
Headed goals? Yeah, we did. Egan in the whole game, I think, had two headed goals in that game. So just off the top of my head, my stream is still not working. So
mine just went out as well. Mine flashed up there and then it went away.
Well, we're 1 minute away, hopefully, from the start here, and hopefully they'll get it sorted as far as the stream, so we can watch this game and we're not completely clueless as to the action going on. But for those of you who have not done so, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the Chef United Way. They produce tons of great content, regular videos, match predictions, match reviews. Really, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, Sheffield United content channel on YouTube. And we are so privileged and pleased to be here joining you for this game.
Is your stream back up? Because mine just popped up. Barnsley's side not out yet, but we are out in our, whatever you want to call it, white away kits, just thrown together kits.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that turn into our away kit for this season.
I've heard. I mean, the rumor is right now that that's what our away kit is kind of look like.
Oh, I mean, all you got to do is add the names to the back and the sponsor at the base of it, and I mean, you have an away kit. So I mean, that wouldn't be too far fetched. So yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like Barnsley's side's now out on the pitch. We're definitely gonna have a better camera angle than Scunthorpe last week, where we were looking at the side of I guess media box or something like that. Looks like the Barnsley fans are in fair voice, and it looks like we have a good bit of traveling support as well. And I'm curious to see how this game kicks off. I'm excited.
Same. I'm still, unfortunately, not getting a stream here, unfortunately. So I very may well have to change computers here on the fly. So I'm going to give it one last college try here. And maybe what I'll have to do is I will have to utilize a different browser here. But yeah, a bit frustrating. So I'm going to do that really quick.
Yeah, they're just meeting at the halfway line, taking pictures. The teams are kind of just hanging out, waiting for all the pageantry to end. And now they're doing the coin toss to see which side is going to get the ball to start the game. Handshakes all around. And it looks like the refs are talking, and we are huddled up on our end of the pitch. Barnsley players milling about on their half of the field. The last few minutes before the game starts, they're talking over in their pre-match huddle, and now we break the huddle. And the Blades will get us underway with Brewster, it looks like, on the ball. Nope, that is Sandy Barge is on the ball, and the Blades will get us underway here now.
All right, kickoff, and we are away.
Oh, away at Oakwell. So Sandy Barge is on the ball. No luck with your stream yet, Noah?
No luck yet.
Okay, so we are lumping the ball forward, so nothing has changed from last weekend. Out to the wing, and Flex on the ball. They're passing it about right now. And my stream just went out. So now I'm staring at a blank screen.
Oof. SUTV, sort yourself out here.
Yep. So now we just ad lib, I guess, for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. So let's see what's going on with comments.
Is this the same for everybody else out here? Everybody who's watching along or not watching along with us?
Stream is now cut back on for me. So now we are 48 seconds into the match. And Barnsley have lumped it forward, and we retain possession with Baldock on the ball now. But it goes out for a throw-in. Baldock will take the throw-in from the right-hand side. And he's trying to get the ball in and goes to Ndiaye. It's good to see Ndiaye in those green boots. You can tell who he is. It's him and Sander Barge have those green boots on. But we can see possession in their end, and Barnsley give it back to us. Good hold-up play from Baldock. It's going to be a free kick on the right-hand side as Baldock is fouled. And who's going to take the free kick? It looks like Baldock's going to take the free. Nope. They are resetting. We're going to take it quick, but now we're resetting. It looks like Fleck and Ozzy are standing over the ball right now. And there are two Barnsley defenders and a wall, and it looks like Fleck will take it, and he crosses it into the box. It is headed down by Brewster and cleared out by Barnsley, but only to the edge of the D. Now Barnsley get it clear, and it'll go out. Oh, no, it won't go out. You saved it, and we're all the way back to League One West. So frustrating on your end, Noah.
It is. I'm actually going to be watching from my phone now. So I've got my phone under my laptop here, and that's just cut out. So
you are having all sorts of issues.
What a shambles this is.
Yep.
Is it not?
We're just knocking it about at the back right now. 2 minutes and 44 seconds gone on the clock. 0-0. Barnsley and the Blades. We've had a lot of possession the first now 3 minutes of the game. Barnsley can't seem to get the ball off of us. The only way they get the ball is if we put it into the box and they're able to clear it. But it's Owendaye just won the ball after he lost it. And it's now Sandy Barge is on it and back to Angel. And he will bring the ball forward. I like what he does. He's almost like a Bash clone. He's not afraid to take the ball up forward.
Yeah, he makes those really nice little runs. And I will say, it looks like the other sides are kind of scared of him almost, That's like the impression that I'm getting.
Yeah, it's almost like he might have like a serial killer look on his face when he's running with the ball, so everybody's scared and gets out of the way. Max Lowe
serial killer look.
Max Lowe was just caught offside, so it's a Barnsley free kick. The goalkeeper Collins takes it and he lumps it forward, and it is cleared away by the Blades for a Tykes throw-in on the right-hand side. On their right-hand side. So 4 minutes gone. 0-0 Blades, Barnsley. We've had most of the possession. Barnsley really doing nothing. We've been really clinical at the back, just passing it around. And when Barnsley lose possession, it's like we know what's going on. And when we're under pressure, we know what to do on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barnsley just played it out. They tried to play it out of the back and played it out of play. It's going to be a free kick to the Blades on our left-hand side.
Well, I appreciate everybody sort of bearing with me, and Chad has been doing a lovely job describing the action here while I figure out the situation regarding the stream. But yeah, I mean, this is really kind of poor from SUTV, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people paid for the stream. I mean, obviously Barnsley is closer to Sheffield and all that. So, I mean, if you're not watching this, you probably paid a decent amount of money. What was it, £25 for the entire preseason match pass? And I think we had a little bit of trouble during the Mansfield game, too. The first half, I couldn't get it to come through either. So, real shoddy work on the part of the Blades streaming TV system. I don't know who's working it, but clearly they haven't worked on the issues. Barnsley having some trouble playing it out of the back. We installed the high press, and they were able to break it and get it up, lump it up towards the midfield. Barnsley's currently on the ball. 5 minutes 54 on the clock. 0-0. Tykes and Blades. Barnsley are in our box, but the Blades see it out, and it is lumped forward out of play by Baldock. And so it'll be a Barnsley throw just inside our half, and my stream just cut out.
Hey, wow.
And now I don't even have a watch live button to click. So we are just going to sit here and stare at black screens, and hopefully we can figure something out, because this is very poor on the side of Sheffield United and their streaming service. I mean, they clearly don't have any sort of button to click on the app. So I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys in the chat are having any issues like we are, but I would assume since it's happening to both of us. Yeah, Chris, we feel your pain. Stream's not working on his end either. Oh, man. Jack, I hope you are able to see a little bit of the stream, because clearly now you can't on both of ours. They've been turning this. Yeah, Steven, I would agree with you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. What I'm getting now is confirm you're not a robot. So
to log in. Perfect. Confirm you're not a robot, please, Noah. So maybe you can help us.
I am not a robot.
And the social media team for the Blades is not posting any updates, so we can't get any updates to bring you guys anything. I'm going to try and log in on my phone as you did. And it says I don't have a match pass. So this is cool. So now we are both locked out. So I think we're about 12 minutes into the game, and I haven't been updated with any sort of goal. So I think it's still 0-0.
Yep. Got to make that assumption there.
Yep. Until we see a goal go in, we will alert you guys.
Yeah, we're watching this on SUTV streaming service. So, you know, I mean, how many games did we stream last year, Chad? I mean, with the exception of all of the games that were streaming on ESPN, aka Sky in the UK. I mean, we watched most of the games on SUTV. Nary a problem, and here we are doing a live stream watch along, and of course, it's not working. So,
of course, yeah. I mean, I think, honestly, I think the only thing we had, see, now it's not even saying I have a registered subscription, so it just completely kicked me. I'm still logged in, but I'm completely kicked out of the stream, or of the SUTV stream.
Wow.
Yeah, it says I don't have a membership. Okay, I'm going to try to log in. And since we're in the United States, we have a better chance to watch the games. Obviously, of course, to you guys in the UK that are watching with your blackout rights, and you can't watch the game.
I think they can, though. I think preseason they can.
Oh yeah, because they offered it to everyone.
Yep.
So we're starting to see it's working now. Why does it take 15 minutes to log in? Membership required. Nothing on my end. Yes, this is awesome.
So some folks are saying refresh, and it's on. Were you able to refresh there?
I'm going to try and log in through my phone and sign in. At least I got a sign in button when I went to hit it. Let's see. I will work to log in. Login failed. Wow. So clearly it's something on I guess the US side. I guess maybe it's on our side.
It might have been. It might be. So what I'm going to do at this point is I am going to try and log back in, and I'm going to log in with mine and just try to purchase another Game Pass. This is very frustrating.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm going to try another avenue to try and pull up the stream. And it seems like Chris is in the U.S. and he's having trouble with the stream as well. So maybe it is something the stream to us. Let's see if I can find it here. Of course, I can't find it here. I can get Botswana and Eswatini at 12 noon time here, but that doesn't work for us. Let's see. Log in. I don't want to buy your sweatshirts right now. I just want to watch the match I've paid for. This is so frustrating.
Great comment.
I mean, come on, guys.
It's all sponsored by NordVPN. We'll run that. Make sure you download and subscribe to NordVPN.
No, it's not saying I have a match pass for Barnsley. This is unbelievable. Oh, man. Thanks, Simon. Thanks a lot. It is very appreciated. Oh, my God. This is so frustrating.
Yep.
Can you not even get anything on the app? Have you tried the app?
Yeah.
On your phone.
Yep. I've tried and I can't get anything.
This is going to win. This is going to win the Sheff United Way numerous awards. The debacle away at Barnsley.
Yeah. Welcome to troubleshooting with with Chad and Noah.
Yeah. If you're seeing a black screen, refresh. Okay. I have nothing. I signed in. I am signed in, and nothing. A watch live button is not available for me. So this has got to be 100% on their side of things.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we're going to ad lib, and I'm thinking the game is still 0-0 because there has not been any score update.
Yeah. Any action that we're aware of, folks?
Let's see. The Blades PR team still 0-0. No update. Why does it say get pass? I'm almost tempted to buy the pass again.
I know. Same.
Submit. I'm just going to pay with PayPal. If this doesn't work, I'm going to call the club and get my money refunded because this is not working. I just bought the stream again to see if it comes up. So once it processes, and we will try to figure it out. Checkout. Okay. Barnsley. Okay, so it says I have it. So I will try to re-log in. And
here we go. Finally, I am logged in. I had to buy it myself. I had to purchase it again as well. But yeah, what a shambles that was. So finally, we have a working stream here. Sandy Bodge passes back look to Clark. And now we have Ahmed Hadzic on the ball. Pass into the midfield to Fleck. And then up to Clark running down the left-hand wing. Great pass over the top to Clark, who is just offside.
Looks like you're on a solo mission here, my friend, because I can't even log in even after I bought the pass.
Maybe what you have to do is create another account, Chad, and we can figure all of that out later, but create another account, purchase the pass, and then go from there.
Working, efforting. This throws us right into the fold of what hopefully does not lead to a disaster of a season for the Blades. at least on their streaming network.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a bad omen here.
Yeah, right.
Barnsley on the ball in midfield. Their number 7 is on it. 16:43 gone at this point. And they are passing the ball back and forth. A really, really nice touch pass. And there is a free kick to Barnsley on the left-hand edge of the box. It is still 0-0. Yes, it is, Jack. And yep, just outside the box is where this free kick is going to be taken for. So a bit of danger for the Blades right here. 17 minutes gone. And we have number 10 and number 48. And I cannot tell who they are by the backs of their heads standing over the ball. And apparently there is a tweet update about the stream. So Mr. Vorpal's sword says you should just make it up as you go along there, Chad.
Yeah, I'm just going to say they're passing the ball around right now, and it's still 0-0. Somebody's on the ball.
Great save by Wes Fodderingham.
What a save.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there from Wes. The ball was coming up. He was trying to pick the right-hand corner top bins, and Wes made a jumping save. It is out for a corner kick. And here comes the corner. They're standing over it right now. I'm assuming they're midfield, number 48, standing over it for Barnsley. And it comes in, and a very nice header out by Egan. Brewster is on the ball, trying to spring the counter. Great ball slipped to Iliman Njaye, who is taken down, and a free kick is given about 45 yards out. So what we will probably see is a set piece, a cheeky little push there from Iliman Njaye. But Badegay over on the right-hand side to Baldock. And across. Brewster took a shot from just inside the box. It is saved by the Barnsley keeper. Jack, I am on 1915 currently. But that was a nice move forward for the Blades. Very positive. That's what you like to see. And how are things on your end, Chad?
Not any better. SUTV says something has gone wrong. So that doesn't get me any further. They did say to clear your cache and try to work the stream again. So I am going to go and clear all of that. And let's see if that works.
Barnsley on the front foot. A cross that is blocked by Kieran Clark and out for a corner for Barnsley. Oof. A very, very hard tackle, it looked like, from Kieran Clark there. But nothing given from that. I mean, I would assume that would be a yellow card in regular league play. But here comes the corner, 20 gone at this point, and a corner from Barnsley. And in it comes, and Sander Badegay touches it out. All right. You in, Chad?
Yes, I am in. I have just got to finish. I've got to move you over here, Noah. Way, it only took 20 minutes in buying another stream for me to get in. The love of the game. Oh, Blades, you better not let me down this season is all I can say.
Chad, what are you on right now as far as
I am on I'm on the actual Blades website. I'm on my laptop. I ended up getting it on my laptop. I'm going to go back to my iPad that I usually stream it on.
I meant as far as minutes gone at this
Minutes,
point.
I am at 21 minutes and 29 seconds now.
Beautiful. We are exactly on. We are synced up, my friend.
Perfect. That is the way to be. Yes.
Max Lowe with the throw on the left-hand side. It is in for Njaye. He passes back, it looks like, to Kieran Clark. Clark on the ball right now. A pass back to, that was Kieran Clark, excuse me. Njaye on the ball, trying some flicks and tricks down the left-hand side. A cross comes in, but it is way too far, and it is out for a goal kick. But a good move, another good move down the left-hand side there. I think we need to start probing a little bit more down the left-hand side. That move was very, very nice. And it looks like, we are pretty much synced up with everyone who is viewing with us. Once again, I just want to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the Sheff United Way. Producing, well, not great content normally, but unfortunately, the first 20 minutes of this game, the content was not phenomenal, owing to, Rian Brewster down the right-hand side, gets a pass back, but passes it right to a Barnsley player, unfortunately, and Barnsley are attempting to spring the counterattack, but good getting back from Rian Brewster right there. Barnsley have it in the midfield. And they're passing it through the midfield now. Unfortunately, I just have no clue which players are which as far as this Barnsley side is concerned. 48 now. They have it on the right-hand side. This looks a good move for Barnsley. They're keeping possession of the ball. They're not being too hasty. So a good little bit of possession here for this Barnsley side.
Yeah, they're in possession. It's almost like we are, letting them have what I've saw of the last 5 minutes. Oh, that was
ball
a good ball
over the
in.
top, and there was a cross that was put into the box, but United are able to clear.
I don't know if it's
only as far as the midfield.
I don't know if it's a bit worrying that we're still 0-0 with this side.
Preseason. B, I mean, look, we're only 20 some odd minutes in, 23 minutes in at this point.
Yeah, that's very true.
Not too worried.
But I mean, we look like we've, Barnsley have got their foothold in the game, and it's almost an even matchup right now. Now we're starting to get on possession, but we give it away there with the ball across the pitch.
Yeah,
we just gave possession away.
Cheaply given away, but a throw into the blades on the right-hand side going forward here. Looks like it's going to be taken by Ahmed Hadzic, and we are getting our first drinks break of the afternoon here.
This about sums it up from Nick here. Great stream, lads.
Hopefully that's not too only semi-sarcastically.
He's watching it. He's watching it and being like, "Oh my God, what is going on?"
So what I mean, we want to, for those of you who have not had their stream interrupted so far this afternoon, what do we think? A little bit over halfway through the first half of this game.
I mean, how much have we watched of it? Probably 12 minutes of it total. I mean, obviously it's even right now. I haven't seen anything that shows that we're going to go and get a goal, and they really haven't shown anything where they're going to go and get a goal. So,
yeah,
it's one of those deals. Hopefully we can find a breakthrough after this drinks break. I'm hoping that Hecky instills something into him saying, hey, go get a goal before halftime, okay? Because we've got, 20 minutes until halftime? I didn't even know we were getting a drinks break in this game. Obviously, because it's probably preseason, we're gonna get it. But I would have liked to say no drinks break. Just run right through it, and let's see what we got. Let's be gassed at the end of this game.
Definitely. Really quick plug for our podcast, the Red Half of Sheffield podcast. If you have not checked that out yet, please do. We are going to be dropping our preseason podcast at some point this next week. Obviously, definitely before our first game at Watford. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you haven't checked out our preseason podcast that came out, I think, about a week ago, definitely check that out. And our preseason podcast, where we review when Saturday comes, the classic 1996 film. Great move down the left-hand side. A cross came in for Iliman Ndiaye. He just could not get a good foot on it, but he was definitely in. I'm not sure if he was offsides there. Do you think he looked offside?
Yeah, it was a tough, because where the camera angle is, it's tough to see if he was offsides. I don't believe he would have been. They probably would have called him because it's an away game. Refs wouldn't give it. We can't score that close anyway to goal. So he probably would have skied it over. But it didn't look offsides to me. It looked like it was a good chance. But I mean, it really worked, really good worked play right there down the left-hand side. I mean, we look like we're yearning for goals. We want to go and get, a couple of goals in this game. So if I was Hecky, I would have challenged him and said, go get me a goal before halftime. We definitely need one.
Iliman Ndiaye getting possession of the ball in the Barnsley half, but cheaply gives it away. And Barnsley start with it. Good pressure right now, and the ball is won by Osborne. And the cross came in, but nothing comes from it. Fleck now on the ball. Good through ball. Brewster! And it is saved after a deflection. Very, very close there. But yeah, good. Like, we are winning the ball in their half. And that is what you want to see. You definitely want to see us putting that kind of pressure on them, not giving them any time on the ball. And we did see that for the last minute and a half, 2 minutes here. So good stuff from United. Barnsley taking their sweet time right now.
I agree with this. Yeah, I agree with this caption, this comment, and in the one from Jack here. Fleck and Osborne are too basic. Yeah. Rita would be a very good signing for us. A very good signing. He almost fills in for that law firm like that we're gonna miss, because we're definitely gonna miss the law firm this season.
Yeah. For those of you unaware and have not listened to the podcast before, the law firm is Morgan Gibbs White, because his name sounds like a law firm. So where do you see, if we do end up bringing Kadra in, Chad, where do you see him playing for United?
That right side? Do you think he plays there while Bogle's out? I mean, you're going to have Baldock there, but do you play him like almost next to Barge? Do you put him there? I don't know.
Barnsley now get with some good play going forward, but they give the ball away, and Osborne is on the ball now. He slips it for Brewster in the midfield. A pass back to Ahmed Hadzic, who tries to find a through ball for Georgie Baldock, but it is intercepted, and Barnsley start the other way. United are able to get back to prevent a counter attack. Chad, I think he would probably, I could see him probably playing, just in front of Iliman Ndiaye. I think I see him because, yes, he did play winger last year, but obviously we don't play wingers in this side. So, I think he is too valuable as far as his goal scoring assets are concerned to be playing, right wing back. I think additionally, we probably have enough coverage at that point. What we really need, as you mentioned, is a forward or somebody who can kind of fill in at a 10 position. Iliman Ndiaye, I don't know if he's going to be playing more forward or if he's going to be playing in that attacking midfield position.
What do you think about this?
Well, considering that Real Madrid have just bid 80 million, I think, I don't know if it was euros or quid for him.
To get him back?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I that's when I woke up and saw on Twitter this morning. That was the first thing that I saw. But yeah, Ronaldo wants to be playing Champions League football. Probably well deserved to be playing Champions League football.
He can score 80 goals in the championship, take us up to the Prem, take us to 4th in the Prem the next year, and we'll be in Champions League. Easy as that. Easy as you like.
Yeah,
you know?
A simple 3 years down the road, you know?
Yeah, exactly. 3 years from now, the Mighty Blades will be hoisting the Champions League trophy, and we'll somehow change the final to be played at Bramall Lane.
Jack Payne says that tweet about Ronaldo was a troll account. So troll successful there. So apparently Ronaldo not on his way back to Real Madrid for 80 million euros or quid. But
of course, we haven't announced him yet. We're going to announce him tomorrow. After preseason's over, they're going to announce him. He's going to be up there holding the shirt. He's going to be the kit model because we don't have Simon Moore anymore. So we'll have Ronaldo just model our kit, and we'll sell millions of them. Everybody will jump on the bandwagon, and we'll go straight to the top.
There you go. There you go.
Easy as you like.
All right. United on the ball now, trying to get it forward. Intercepted by Barnsley at the midfield point. We're playing head volleys right now a little bit.
It's kind of a little loose possession on both sides right now. We're giving it away real easy, and so are Barnsley. It's like as soon as they get on the ball, they try to pass it 1.5 yards, and it's given away. That was a cheeky chip into the box there. But no one was there for Barnsley.
Oh, wow. That was quite a pass from League One West there. But it was to nobody. He was looking for Ndiaye, thinking he could get on the ball there, but was not able to.
That ball had some zip on it too.
Yeah.
It was what a throw. He must have been working out, pumping some iron in the gym over the summer. Man, that was an outlet ball. I mean, if we have a player that can get onto the end of that, that will be a good thing. That'd be a good deal.
You know, I think Jebo probably could get on the end of that one. I mean, Ndiaye has got some pace on him, but I think Jebo probably has a step or two just by virtue of being taller. So, you know, if we can get Jebo on a couple of those balls, that would be incredible.
I agree with Jack. I agree we are playing better since the drinks break. So it's almost like when we came back with Project Restart in the last Premier League season before we got relegated. Every time we went to a drinks break, we played better. It was like Wilder just instilled it into the lads, and they came out and played immensely better. So I'm curious to see how our team functions with the 5 subs in the championship this year.
Yeah, that is going to be, I think that is going to have a huge effect. And I think it is to Sheffield United's benefit, as I think we're probably going to wind up having one of the better benches in the championship this season. I mean, do you agree with that assessment, Chad?
Yeah, I'd say so, to where, you know, I felt like it wasn't helping us when they instilled it when we were still in the Premier League. Like, you know, the top 6, their benches just would blow us away, and for them to be able to change their entire, like, half of their team, I mean, it's not fair for us. But in the championship, now I feel like us being a bigger side in this league, it might hamper some of the smaller teams in this league. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if it doesn't work. I wonder if it almost separates, like, a dividing line in the league, where you have the good teams, and then you have the teams with a smaller budget not being afforded to have the 5 subs, where they have to use their academy players maybe.
Well, we did see that in the full COVID season in the Premier League, that very, very poor season in which we were relegated, how much the 5 subs did kind of affect us, and how we were, basically not able to compete with, a lot of the larger clubs in the Premier League by virtue of them having very, very quality subs and, our subs not being as quality. So great ball over the top here. And a cross comes in. Oh, looking for Brewster, just not able to get a head on it. And it goes all the way back to West Fotheringham. And he gets the ball to Ahmed Hadzic. I'm sorry, that was Egan getting the ball to Ahmed Hadzic. Back to Egan, back to Wes. Wes lumping it forward, but cannot find a midfielder. And now Barnsley are on the ball. A ball dinked over the top into the box and brilliantly headed back by Benno to Wes. So good tracking back there from Benno. You love to see it.
I agree with this from Scott as well. Riedra not having a preseason, I wonder if we do sign him, how long is it before we see him? Because he's going to have to get in match shape. Is it something where if we do bring him in, do we, like, the first couple of weeks of the season, let him train, get his fitness up, and then start filtering him in for like maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time in games? So it could be like 10 games in before we actually see him. Is it something like that?
Could be. Right now at this very moment, does Bash or Ahmed Hadzic start for you? I mean, you're kind of getting at that.
I think NL does.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we had our strong back line against Scunthorpe last week and got really beat.
Yeah.
I mean, we got opened up like a can. So I don't know if it's one of those deals where Bash has lost a step or something. Maybe
he's definitely not lost the step. He's still one of the paciest players that we have. I don't mean to interrupt you here, Chad, but we do have a free kick in a relatively dangerous area down the left-hand side, probably about 28 or 29 yards from goal, but on the left-hand side here. Who is that standing over it there?
Fleck.
Yeah, on the ball. Flecky is standing over the ball. And in comes the free kick.
Oh, did he get ahead on that?
Oh.
Did he get ahead on that?
Yeah, I think Brewster got ahead to it, but yeah, I think you're 1 or 2 seconds ahead of me there, Chad.
I'm at 39:05 on the timer.
Yeah, I'm about 2 seconds behind you, but we're close enough.
That was a good effort. Albeit it went wide. I understand that, but I mean, we're getting closer. I feel like we're turning a bit more of the screw here.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have looked more positive. And Jack, right, you are 134 of you watching and only 45 likes. Please do smash that like button for us. It really does help. And if you're not subscribed to the Sheff United Way, please subscribe. Again, just want to point out, Nick and Hal put out amazing content on the regular. We will probably be doing more streams like the one that you're seeing, but likely with better production quality. Wow, Osborne down the left-hand side, putting in a fantastic ball for Brewster, but just towed out by a Barnsley defender, and a corner kick to the Blades here. So yeah, again, much better. And we're on 40 minutes. So, just coming up to halftime here, it looks like John Fleck is going to be taking this corner kick. And
come on, let's get a goal from this.
A goal right before halftime is the best time to get a goal, as we all know. So in comes the corner kick from Fleck here. He takes, it's a worked play, and Osborne with the shot, not hard enough, and straight into the Barnsley defense. Back on Fleck here. Osborne in for Njaye. Back to Fleck. Back to Njaye. Njaye down the left-hand side, trying to find some space to cross here, playing with it, little flicks and tricks. And he looked to be fouled there, but the ball was kicked out of bounds for a throw. I would have liked to. You see, he was trying these flicks and tricks here.
Yeah. Just get rid of the ball. Just get off of the ball.
Yeah. Definitely pass and move, I think, would have been better there from Iliman and Njaye.
They were bringing another defender because are you going to get around? I've never seen anybody in this Blades team be able to get around two defenders. So just get rid of the ball. Oh, wow. He worked that right through the middle. Threaded the needle there. That Max Lowe with the orange boots on. It's good when they wear the different colored boots because then you can tell who it is from so far away.
Yeah.
But Barnsley have a free kick here inside their half. 42 minutes exactly on my clock. So 3 minutes away from halftime. I wonder if we're going to add some added time to this. I wonder if they're going to add a couple minutes. Because last night's game at the end of it in Burton, at the end of the second half, they added about 3 minutes or 4 minutes added time, I believe. So I wonder if we're going to get some added time at halftime for the drinks break.
Yep. Hopefully, that would be nice. That way they're getting the full 90. Hey, Joe, thank you so much. Welcome to the Sheff United Way. Really appreciate you following along here. If you haven't done so, please do smash that like and subscribe button for us. Cheers.
He's saying we're better than Kevin Gage. Oh, wow. What an honor. What an honor. Yeah, man. Well, Barnsley's just knocking the ball around at the back, honestly, right now. There's nothing really doing. They're just playing it between their two center backs and trying to advance it. But we're playing a higher press right now. And I feel like since we've had the drinks break, we've gone into almost when they've had the ball with the goalkeeper and their center backs, we've pressed them. Did we win that? Yes, we did.
Great job from Osborne defensively there. I think that's what Osborne brings to this team. Like, yes, he can. He is sometimes creative, but he's really just kind of a bulldog in defense. And it's good. I think it's better for a left center back versus that left like midfield is kind of where he's playing right now, which is interesting. But here we have Njaye on the ball down the right-hand side, passing it back to Ahmed Hadzic, who it looked to be fouled there. He needs to get out of trouble here. He gets the ball over to Osborne, that was Fleck. Now it's with Kieran Clark. Clark to Sandy Barge in the midfield. Barge looking for a pass up to Osborne, to the right to Max Lowe, back to Osborne. Osborne looking for somebody to get open.
Nobody. It's like we get in the final third. It's typical Sheff United. It's typical United. We get in the final third and we can't do anything. We are literally bogged down in the final third. That was a good ball over the top. Is he on? Oh!
Brooster. Brought down and a goal for United. It looked to be an own goal, but Irene Brewster is claiming it, and the Blades.
Yeah, it's a Brewster goal.
The Blades have struck first. Great goal.
What a well-worked play there.
You love to see it.
It dropped in the basket. It was like they just dropped it over top, and it landed right on Brewster's foot, and he was getting fouled. I thought he went down and it was going to be a penalty, but he managed to, like, dink it in past the keeper. I'm okay with that. Hell yeah, Brewdog.
So, for those who are unaware, Sandy Barge is an inside joke. But we know it's Bedgay. Bedgay is how you pronounce that player's name, the big Norwegian lad's name.
Yep, the Norwegian horse, I'm going to call him.
Scott saying Brewster will be massive this season. I'm inclined to agree with you, Scott. Thank you so much for your contribution so far this game. Really appreciate your insight. And yeah, definitely agree with you. Brewster could be a massive, massive year. Just needs to stay healthy and keep his position in the first team. But this is exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted from Brewster. We also need to change this banner here because it is Sheffield United 1 and the Dingles 0.
And I think they blew for halftime. And so now we are at halftime. Blades in front. What more could we ask for? I mean, like we've talked about, since halftime, we have been the better, or since the drink break, we have been the better side, in my opinion. And that's not with my Blades glasses on. We have been the better side since the drinks break. Hecky told them, okay, let's go get a goal. They did it. Okay, I'm happy with this. A clean sheet halfway through. Wes hasn't had that much to do, which I'm okay with. So maybe we go and get 1 or 2 more in the second half and win this bad boy 3-0.
Yep.
2-0 at least.
And this is what we said. I mean, right before halftime, exactly when you want to score. Great stuff. I mean, we're getting so excited. It's like this is a preseason friendly against Barnsley. But, you know, I don't know. Any chance to watch United play, I'm just so chuffed. So, yeah, going into halftime, like you said, Chad, I think there was a lot more positive going forward from the Blades in that second half of the first half, to use a phrase there. Scott saying apparently it was an own goal, Robbie Cundy. Yeah, I called it.
You did. Fair assumption. But no, I mean, this is what we want finishing up preseason. We don't want to go and get thrashed like we did at Scunny last weekend or even Mansfield. You know, that was, to me, that's when a little bit of alarm bells were going off. But
yeah,
well, they weren't going off. They were kind of starting to faintly ring, and I was getting a bit worried.
They were playing rolling subs though, to our not playing rolling subs. So wasn't really a fair match in my humble opinion. So yes, we do know what the Dingles are. I've been following this club for about 14 years now, and been on the forums since then. So yes, thanks so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate all of you coming and watching 2 Yank Blades describe what's going on in a preseason friendly, the last preseason friendly of before the start of the season. Chad, let's just talk about what we kind of want to see in the second half. Obviously, the goal not to concede. Definitely don't want to see a concession from the Blades in this second half. Ideally, like I said, I'd like to see 2 more goals, one from Sandy Barge, Sander Bedege, and one ideally from Ahmed Hadzic. I'd love to see the lad score. Already got an assist in this game. Fantastic stuff from Ahmed Hadzic. What did you think about his play in this game? Arguably his most competitive outing yet.
He looked comfortable to me, honestly. He looked really comfortable, and I mean, for a guy that's just been with a team, 3 weeks now? Not even. I don't think he's been here a month. Okay, now we're starting to see what all the hype videos were about. You know, we watched all those videos of him playing at Malmo, and you know, all his Champions League highlights where he comes in for sliding tackles. I bet we're going to see a lot of that, like last ditch tackles to save and prevent goal chances this season, which I'm okay with. And the fact that he can drop that cross in the bucket like that, sign me up. Put that bad boy, his first name on the team sheet against Watford. Put his name in there and just let him do his thing. That's it.
I like it. I like it. At this point right now, Chad, I agree with you. I think Ahmed Hadzic gets in. We get Anel in.
Oh yeah, 100%. I see your little pun there. You did. I thought you
Gonna be
slipped it
so
by
hard.
me.
It's going to be so hard over the next. Hopefully, he stays with us for the full 4 years of his contract, but it's going to be very hard not to make stupid sort of puns about Anel.
100%. But no, I mean, I even like the way Brewster looks. I mean, Osborne, he's been a spark plug in this game. I wonder if he gets a run out next week. I don't know. It's hard to. Yeah, it took us time to get the goal, and obviously the Watford side we're going to face is going to be a lot more tougher than this Barnsley side.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is the side Heckie's going to go with.
I see Norwood starting. Norwood is our talisman in this league for whatever reason. We always do at least fair when Norwood is in the side. He had 1 or 2 shockers. And of course, if you've been listening to our podcast for, a couple years now, you know how much we slagged off Norwood when we were in the Premier League. But for whatever reason, Norwood comes into this league and he gets a little bit more time on the ball, and he's absolutely able to piss it. So Norwood starts for me come next Monday.
Honestly, in the Jokanovic team, Norwood didn't look very good. And then Heckie comes back in, and it's like night and day. He just turns himself around. So, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of just I want to see more of him. And who knows how long he's going to be at this top level. And then he starts to fall off. And that's where we work our younger players in that we're going to send on a loan to get first team experience to, like, when he starts to fall off, we just slap them right in, and there's no drop off of that position.
Yep, definitely. Osborne off the bench. Yeah, I agree. I think Osborne definitely does do well when he comes in off the bench. I just like Osborne full stop, says Jack. Yeah, we like him too. Benno, he is our little Swiss Army knife, isn't he? He can play pretty much anywhere. He plays on the left. He plays on the right. That Ben Osborne, he's doing all right.
I mean, we got to try. I mean, is there any issue with him playing goalkeeper if we were to have Wes get, a red card right at the end and stepping into the Jags role kind of and strapping the goalkeeper gloves on and making a couple saves in the last 4 minutes of the game?
Yeah, I hope we never see that situation, but maybe that's a nice shout there.
Oh, so it might have changed. It might have changed. The goal might have changed from Brewster to Cundy. So it might be a Barnsley own goal instead of a Brewster. Nonetheless, a good opportunity from Brewster. I don't even think he expected. He was just kind of making a run, and the ball just dropped at his feet. And he was like, "Where did this come from?" It was almost like what we call over here in America in baseball, a basket catch, where over the shoulder. It's kind of. I haven't seen that at this level. That's almost like something you see at a Premier League level, where you have defenders that are able able to just dink it over the top and just drop it onto the front of the attacker.
Chad, awesome dude 820 asks for our top goal scorer predictions. We see you, awesome dude 820. Sorry we haven't gotten to your comment until now. Chad, top goal scorer for this season.
Brewster with 40.
With 40. Just failing to surpass Mitro from last year.
Oh, no, 43. 43. Because wouldn't Mitro get 42 last year? 43.
I think so. Yeah, I think
43.
so.
43. Going to smash it. He's going to get a goal a game. 46. 46 goals.
Head, I mean, my head says that Brewster is going to be our top goal scorer. I'm predicting he's probably going to get between 8 and 13, somewhere in there. And then I think Sharp is also going to contribute, probably if it depends on how many games that Sharp is playing, but I think we are going to see a lot of production this year from Iliman and Ndiaye as well. Maybe Ndiaye can score. Like, I could see by the end of the season us having 3 or 4 players with 12 or 13 goals.
Yeah, that's very true because, I mean, like you said, is this the year we start to phase Billy out? And he kind of gets like less and less. But when we doubt him, he just automatically just surprises and runs off like 6 or 7 goals in 9 games or something like that. But he could be he Brewster, I think, is going to be the top goal scorer 100%. I if I'm realistic, I think he gets like 15. And anything over that, I think that almost has eyes on us being automatically promoted. But if Brewster's at 15 and Die at like 12, Sharp at like maybe 8, Sander Berg, if we keep him the entire year, another 8 for him. I mean, NL 12 as a defender.
Just by virtue of being just the largest lad out there.
Yeah, because you got to think coming up in this league, coming up against a defender like that and Kieran Clark, I mean, those are 2 imposing defenders.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And Kieran Clark has goals in him. Not many, but he could easily get 3 or 4 this season. That would be phenomenal. It was said during the Chris Wilder era, he wanted to see more goals from the center backs, especially in that first Premier League season. And I think we only had a couple. I remember that John Egan header against Wolves. Was that Egan? I can't remember if it was Egan
against Wolves. Yes, in the rain. It was driving rain. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, what a game that was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being in bed in the middle of COVID watching that game, and it's like the 93rd minute, well into stoppage time, the last basically touch of the ball in the game. And
I remember that. I'll never forget that.
What a great one. So Awesome Dude 820 asks, do you see Jebbison playing much? Like we said on the pregame portion of this live stream, at this point, either Jebbison or Will Asula goes out on loan. I'm not sure which one, but potentially both. If we can bring in another center forward, I think that will shore up and obviously a center forward who is as good, if not better, than Jebbison and Asula. If Jebbison does not go out on loan, I believe that he will get limited minutes. He will probably be coming in the 60th or 70th minute, getting on average 20 or 30 minutes per game, subbing off either, Brewster or Njaye. So we will see at this point. I don't know definitively, but that's my prediction. What about you, Chad?
I mean, I'd have to agree with you. I think we'd keep him, but I would like to see him go out on loan to where he's going to get, 35, 40 games starting up top. Because if we didn't have the issue with strikers at the end of the last calendar season, I think he would have stayed at Burton the entire season, and he was starting to come good after Christmas time. So I'd be more inclined to say if we don't get any more strikers in, he'll probably stay in. Play a limited role, but if we get another striker in, I would be more inclined to say he goes. But at the time of doing this, he's probably going to stay because, as Robin Hood says, what about McBurney? I don't think we see McBurney hardly at all.
Yeah,
I just don't see it.
Only under if we're under dire straits, I think McBurney will get cup time for sure. We'll probably see him against West Bromwich Albion in that first Carabao Cup game. But other than that, your first choice has to be Brewster at this point, just by virtue of being fit. If he's fit, Billy Sharp is your second choice. And then your third choice is either Jebbison or Asula. And again, that is largely based on whether or not they go out on loan. McBurney, in my humble opinion, just based on his production the last couple of years, really, he's our fourth or fifth choice.
This is a good one from Scott.
McBurney will get the most time in a prison cell. Oh my goodness.
That's not too far off. But Robin Hood comes in with this too. We can't forget about Bogle.
Yes.
If he gets, we're probably going to be without him for the majority of the first month of the season. What's he out? I think maybe 4 to 6 weeks still with that injury.
They say late October, early November is the expected return.
So that's 2 months out of the season. If he can come back and be a shell of his former self, I could easily see him bagging 10 next season.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be too high for when he comes back because we're probably not going to throw him right back into the first team. We'll have to phase him in. So he might not get regular start time until after the first of the year,
Yep. So Joe Drinkwater, I wonder if there's a relation to Danny, as Jack said there. What are our thoughts on Rita Kadra, and if he comes in, where will he play? We've already kind of commented on this a little bit. If we can get Rita Kadra through the door, which is what we're hoping for, hopefully he will be playing either as a second attacking midfield with Iliman Ndiaye, or even up further with either a Brewster or a Billy Sharp. But Rita Kadra, very creative player, just the sort of player that we need going forward. Chad said maybe he might play on the wing, but the only wing player that we play currently in our current 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1 formation is a right wing back. We have that position relatively covered at this point. I don't think that we will be seeing that. So we are getting started with the second half here. And let's get that banner up. Well, it's the kickoff of the second half. Getting going here. Chad, what's your Chad, what is your prediction for the second half here?
My headphones had a glitch in there. Can you repeat that question, Noah?
Yes. What is your prediction for the second half here?
One more goal. And then I think we just kind of shut up shop and run the boys till about 75 minutes and then make a bunch of subs, and we see it out 2-0 winners.
I like it. We had a good move going forward there to start the second half, but it was shut down on the right-hand side for us going forward. Ball now with Kieran Clark. It's to Osborne. He puts in a good ball over the top for Ndiaye, but Ndiaye is caught offside. Yep. O'Connell in and around the squad. Anybody know how far off he might be? We can't even speculate as to Jack O'Connell's status. If we can get him back this season and he is, even half the player that he was for us in that first Premier League season, the 2019-2020 season, wow. What else can you say? What an absolute boon that would be for United. At this point, I think the position of left center back is Kieran Clark's to lose. He hasn't, been over the top impressive, but he's put in a couple of serviceable shifts here. And I think he's done relatively well so far this game, but we will see. But yeah, Jack O'Connell with that magic hat, having him back would be unbelievable.
I would love to see him back.
Yes. Working the ball down the left-hand side, a little dink over the top for Max Lowe, but it is seen out for a goal kick for Barnsley.
And it doesn't look like we made any changes at halftime. So, it looks like the same side. So, heck, he's probably going to do what we probably all thought and give our majority of our first team boys a run out for, who knows, it might be 65 minutes, maybe 75 minutes, maybe 80 minutes, and sub everybody out with 10 minutes to go. Because that's probably – because you got to think if they're not at close to top fitness, they're almost there.
So Jaif Khan is asking, where do we think United are going to finish this season? So you're going to have to wait for our preseason podcast, which should drop next week, in order to find out that information. But spoiler alert, top half.
Yeah,
we'll give you that much. We'll give you top half.
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, if you haven't done so, please do subscribe to the Red Half of Sheffield wherever you can find podcasts, be that Apple Podcasts, be that Spotify. We do we do previews for every single match. We do reviews of every match, and we talk transfers, everything United, basically, on the podcast. And please go ahead and give us a follow on social media if you haven't done so already, at the Red Half of Sheffield on Facebook and at Red Sheffield on Twitter. And we post our regularly with our takes, tweeting and retweeting news about the club.
Oh man!
Oh wow! Chad, why don't you describe what you just saw there?
That was a mess. I don't really know. It looked like was it Sandy Barge? Oh, here's a good bit of play here. Oh, Osborne linking the ball up with Brewster.
Great job, but nope, not caught offside. Brewster back to Max Lowe, who puts in a low cross, but it is deflected, and very, very hard tackle from Kieran Clark. I feel like in the regular run of play that might be a yellow.
Yeah, it might have been. But, I mean, we had a mess at the back. It looked like Sandy Barge lost the ball and gave it away in a perilous position, and Barnsley almost had an effort on goal, although there was enough of a touchback to West where we were able to clear it and get out of that mess. Man, that was a disaster. But, I mean...
Barnsley on the ball there, but good press, and we win it. I think that's a foul normally. A ball over the top for Brewster. Good hold-up play. He gets it to Osborne. Osborne with a cross into the box, and just missing Brewster. And who is that on it there? I couldn't tell. Osborne now. Did Baldock come all the way over to the right? To the left?
I was just wondering that. Yeah, he's running in midfield, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to get on the ball.
He put in a good pass. And now Georgie Baldock, he loses the ball out, and it is put over the top back to Ahmed Hodzic. Ahmed Hodzic now on the ball. He passes to Kieran Clark. Up to Lowe, back to Clark. Into Osborne, back to Clark. And the ball goes over the top. Brewster is able to head it to Max Lowe. Max Lowe, back to Brewster. Passes to Sandy Barge. Ahmed Hodzic with it. Passes over to Kieran Clark. Clark down the left to Max Lowe. Lowe into the center, back to Berge. Now Egan.
We're retaining possession really well right now, working around at the back.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really worked ball. Max Lowe, that was almost an own goal again.
Great pass from Max Lowe. It is a Blades corner, and what a good move right there. So it was asked, do we follow local clubs? And yes, I am a season ticket holder for the Los Angeles Galaxy. I've been a fan since I was a little baby child. What used to go to games with my dad back when they played at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, Los Angeles, if you know where that is. So yes, that is who I follow. Chad, have you started following Charlotte at all?
A little bit. The only reason.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but a great stab at the ball. I believe that was Iliman Ndiaye. I can't tell, but very, very close to being a second there for United. But very well worked corner. So it was an own goal. If you're just joining us now, but Brewster put on good pressure, and we might as well credit the goal to Brewster.
Yes, they changed it to Cundy own goal at 45 and 1 minute in the stoppage time, which it was a really well worked goal from NL, just dropping it over the top to Brewster, and then it looked like he was fouled and kept the play alive, and Cundy just slotted it past his own goalkeeper.
Yep. Good stuff, Michael. Great stuff. Barnsley now with it, in their half, good pressure, really, really good pressure from the Blades there. But they're able to get out of that jam, and a good interception, and Fleck he deflects it, and it goes out for a Blades throw in. Excellent defensive work from Johnny Fleck, our Scottish hero.
I hope he plays a big role in this side this year.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get Jimmy Fleck, as Wilder used to call him, and we actually get John Fleck. Max Lowe with the ball. He slips it to Osborne. Osborne back to Max Lowe, and he loses out. Pretty poor there, poor control. But
that's one thing. That's one thing. It occurred to me that Max Lowe hasn't looked very good in this game.
I don't think he's been terrible. But here's the thing: we're working the ball down the left-hand side a lot. Right now we're working it down the right. And a daft tackle right there on Ahmed Hadzic. He immediately grabs his left ankle. But we win a free kick. Doesn't seem to be injured. That's good.
How dare you take him down like that, sir? I would give him a straight red. Send him right off. Send him right off.
Yeah.
If this was a league game, I would be clamoring for at least a yellow card. That should have been a foul.
Yeah, he got none of the ball, the Barnsley defender there. Yeah. But we do have a good free kick in a dangerous position. Osborne and Fleck over it. One of them is going to lump it into the box, so we will see what happens here.
Ooh.
It's Osborne. And it ping-balled around there, but ultimately off of Brewster and into the hands of the Barnsley keeper.
I mean, Osborne's crosses have been like in mid-season form right now. If you've noticed that.
Yeah.
What is West doing? What are you doing, Wesley? Just stay in your goal. We got it under control. Oh, man. What is going on there? Why did he do that? Oh, man. Just comes out and tries to take it off of Kieran Clark, and he's like, hey, I've got it under control, and then they make a shambles of it at the back and get it out for a Barnsley throw.
Yeah, Matt, I'm inclined to agree with you. Once Tommy Doyle makes his way into this side, I do think we're going to see Fleck from the bench. I just think that he has so much promise, Tommy Doyle, and his creativity is, based on the highlights.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh, my goodness. Barnsley have scored after Wes booted it off of one of our own players, and oh my goodness, a bit shambolic there. And we are now tied 1-1. Very, very poor. Bad mistake to make there from Wes. That you know what? I'd so prefer that happens in a preseason game rather than yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. I mean, he just pinged it off his own man. Yep. Unbelievable.
Unfortunate there. That is definitely a low light there, but hopefully we can get forward again here and maybe, nick the lead again. That would be really nice. Osborne moving forward. Good move from him down to Max Lowe down the left-hand side. He tries to get around his man, and it looks like it's going to go out, but no, it is saved. And Fleck is on it now down the left-hand side, being pressured heavily. In for Kieran Clark. He puts in a cross that is blocked out and headed back near the box. We're playing we're playing head volleys right now. But United have won a free kick in a. Oh no, he was playing advantage.
I didn't know what was going on there. It's like he played that it was a free kick, and then he played advantage, and then it went out for a throw in. It's a little bit of a mess right now.
Yep.
58 minutes into the game here, 1-1. That's at least it's preseason. If this was the regular season, I'd be hot right now because you just can't make those mistakes. Especially you're going to be our full-time goalkeeper again this season. I mean, come on, man. You can't be making mistakes like that at the back.
Yeah, that definitely a League One sort of mistake right there.
And he had some issues like that in last season. I mean, in the playoff game against Forest, he almost gave a goal away? Come on.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, and now what started out as a good half for us, we're starting to give more possession back to Barnsley.
Yeah, Barnsley on the front foot, but nothing comes from a errant cross that, just kind of sails to the left of Sheffield United's goal there.
Man. Ricky Walton wants to know who scored the Barnsley goal. It was Jack Etchison. So with as Scott says, a great assist from West. So I mean Brewster's got to be offsides on this, right? No flag raised. Wow. Still a pretty good effort.
Yeah, good effort. It looks like Njaye is going to be able to get on the ball just at the corner flag. Njaye puts in a great ball, and then, oh my goodness. Was that Egan coming in? I couldn't even see.
It looked like I think it was Sandy Barge. He's gone kind of missing in this game too. We haven't brought his name up much either.
Yep.
But now the game's open. It seems like both teams have opened up. Both teams want to go and get a winner now. So it's going to be more open. It's probably going to favor us more because we have the better attacking players than Barnsley do.
Njaye on the ball. He passes to Bedigay. He gets it over to Anel. Over to Osborne on the left-hand side. Over for Max Lowe. Max Lowe puts in a ball for Brewster. Out to Kieran Clark. Max Lowe now on the ball. Bedigay. Clark into the box and out for a corner kick. So another good opportunity here for the Blades off of a set piece to score, hopefully.
Oh, man, we got to get something off of this. Just swing it in. I don't want to see a dummied play from the training ground. Just swing it in, please, and let's see if we can get our big guys to go up and head it home.
Where do United need to improve, Chad? We'll comment on that just after this corner kick here. It's taken by Fleck. It's put into the box, and it is headed out for another corner kick, this time to the right of goal. And I'm assuming that Fleck is going to be taking that one as well. But where do you think United need to improve, Chad?
Well, based on this game, goalkeeper. Because he clearly can't clear the ball out of his own box.
Well, yeah.
But no, if I had to say, if we had to, I still have to say midfield / striker area.
We need some creativity in the midfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh.
Flecky about to take this corner, and nothing comes from it. It is headed out. It's back to Osborne now. Osborne up to Georgie Baldock. Baldock dinks over the top for Fleck, but it is too far and out for a goal kick.
I'm liking our possession in their half, but like I said in the first half, we're breaking down in the final third.
Yeah.
And Do you think, it's almost like I want to see resiliency now that we conceded in the second half to see us go and get a goal. As we answered the bell so many times last year, by like the Forest playoff game, they should have beat us 4-1. We came back and answered the bell in the second half of that semifinal and got our goals and were able to take it to penalties. I want to see that resilience in this side.
Yeah, right. You are, Chad. I agree. Let's see it. Hopefully we can go and get that second goal. Bad giveaway. Rian Brewster on the ball. And a good save. Off the upright from Johnny Fleck. Oh, my goodness. And Barnsley back the other way on the break. A foul, but advantage is played. And then the ball is put out for a throw in.
That was Burge.
Oh, it was Berge? Badgay?
Yes. Off the upright.
Yeah, Badgay. Yep, that was Badgay.
Damn it. Oh, get it out, Wes. Thank you. Oh, man. It's just a little nervy at the back now since he gave up that goal.
Yeah.
Since he gifted them goal, every time he gets the ball, you just want him to get rid of it. But, I mean, that was a well-worked play. Brewster hit that. That had some pace behind it. And then, of course,
struck it with venom.
In typical Sheffield United way, we hit the upright.
We've hit the upright. I think that's our third upright hit of this game.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a fair statement. Oh, man. Well, let's go and get a goal. It's still 60. We're 64-13, and we still haven't made any changes. Barnsley has made one sub, but I wonder how much longer Hecky keeps them out there, keeps the entire 11 out there.
And remember, our subs are largely under 23s and even a couple of under 18s there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if we start making changes, that's almost us waving the white flag saying this one is, all for fun now.
Joe asks, hey guys, are we going to be coming to the lane this year? And the answer is a definitive yes. So Mr. Chad Jarvis will be heading out Sheffield way in a couple of weeks. He's going to be at that Millwall game at the lane. And Chad will have more details about where he's going to be having a pint before the match. So y'all can come and meet up with him. And I'm Chad, this is your trip, and here I am talking about it. So why don't you talk about it?
You can promote it. I don't care. I'll just be there. Sure. I'll just be there to shake hands and kiss babies and autograph, whatever you want me to do, and shake your hand and drink beer with you. That's all I'm going out there for.
Chad, the baby kisser.
The crazy thing is my girlfriend that's going to attend the trip with me, I said, I'm not fully sure you understand what you're going to get into. I said, there's a lot of people since I tweeted that I secured my tickets for that match that have sent me messages like, hey, can't wait to meet up with you and saying this. And there's other guys that want to just join up and drink beer with us. I said, we're going to be in for a party. And so it's going to be a pretty fun time when we get there that Saturday afternoon, pre and post game. Whether we win or lose, we're going to celebrate. That's it. Win or lose, we celebrate.
You love to see it. A throw in now to United down the left-hand side and about the midfield. Let's see if we can get a good move going forward here. 66 minutes gone at this point. Just under a third of the game left. And thank you so much, No Fear XX, No Fear XX. I've been a Blade for about 14 years. If you're not subscribed to The Pinch, I just want to do a little pitch here for The Pinch, which is an online fanzine. Please go ahead and subscribe to The Pinch. Fleck into it, and oh my goodness, he just puts it wide, but it took a touch, and so it is a United corner kick. The Pinch is a wonderful online fanzine. I've just written an article for the pinch, and I just want to pitch that really fast. And I think it's only £3.50 a month. So we'll see.
Oh, man, come on. Work another corner in here. Oh, get on it. Get on it. And why did we take that shot? Was that Brewster on that shot there that got just completely blocked out? We had a well-worked corner that was swung in, and it fell to Brewster, and he just hammered it against the Barnsley defender, and then it got cleared. So we're
Now
working
Johnny Fleck on the ball. Benno. You're about 5 or 6 seconds ahead of me now, Chad.
Yeah, I'm on 68 minutes currently, and so I would assume, yeah, like you said, I'm about 5 seconds ahead of you.
Ball swung over to the left-hand side, but unfortunately, Georgie Baldock can't get on it. God's country is Sheffield.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
I'm about to visit God's country, and definitely, Michael, I've heard loads of the Millwall following. That's why I'm trying to get the earliest train out of London. So hopefully I'm not going to wear any of my Blades gear so I don't get heckled on the 2-hour and 15-minute train ride up to Sheffield. So, I've heard they can be a rough and tumble crowd, but us at the Red Half of Sheffield have linked up with a couple of Millwall supporters that we're going to do a Millwall preview podcast for the Red Half of Sheffield here in the next couple of weeks. And they seem to be a decent bunch of guys, a couple of guys that we were talking to over Twitter. So we'll see what advice they have for me as I'm going over there.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we should plug too. We're going to do something different with the Red Half of Sheffield this upcoming season. We usually just did a preview, our own preview. The two of us just previewed our opposition, and now we're going to try and work more into the likes of getting the other team supporters in and interviewing them and asking them what their thoughts are on their squad and our squad and score predictions and the such. So look forward to that coming out. We're going to record the Watford one tomorrow, so we should have our preseason and Watford preview out this coming week.
Yep. Thank you for that, Chad. Excellent plug. It looks like Barnsley are making a couple of substitutions. Number 19, is that the other Norwood? I
believe. Let me get.
Perhaps one of the Tykes fans in the chat can tell us who number 19 is.
It's hard because the website we use usually for this game is not giving us any like minute by minute updates. It's just saying that they scored at the 58th minute and we scored at 45+1. So it's relatively hard because we can't find the numbers of the players.
And we do want to thank the Barnsley supporters who are in here watching this stream with us. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching a Sheffield United stream on this game. So, and especially two Yanks doing it. Barnsley on the ball. A good cross comes in, but it is headed out of play by Georgie Baldock there. Good job for Baldock. Good play defensively, and a corner to Barnsley.
This is where the big boys need to be in there and defend the corner and get it out, clear it out.
71st minute now, or I should say 72nd minute now, is where we are at. And a corner coming in from Barnsley.
Had to be a foul in there. If they let that play continue,
yeah.
He was wrestled down in there.
Yep. It was a good corner taken. The ball pinballed around, but ultimately there was a foul that was committed, and it is now United's ball. United going the other way with it. Down the right-hand side, Georgie Baldock in midfield. He puts a little ping over the top, but it is taken now by a Barnsley player. But Sheffield United have a throw in a dangerous area down the right-hand side.
Burge has got to do better there. He has gone missing in this game. in my opinion. We haven't mentioned his name hardly at all.
Yeah.
Aside from hitting the post, that's been about it.
Yeah.
Here and there, just sprinkled in.
But here's the thing, Chad. If he scores there, are you, like, what do you think of his overall performance?
I still don't think it's been a very good performance. Even though if he were to get a goal, he's gone missing for a good majority of this game.
It's true. It's true.
The only reason he got on the end of that is he followed up an effort on goal that went wide, and he was just there to clean it up because he was the one closest to the ball. So the ball just fell to him.
Lad's got a microscope on him just because of, we expect him always to be brilliant,
Yeah, 100%.
Ball over the top for Brewster. He slips, fouls his man. Ultimately, took a shot that was after the whistle that was saved. Thank you so much, Michael. Really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll do a plug here. If you do want to give us a tip, we're not really pushing the tips in the chat. But if you do want to give us a tip, every single pound, every converted to dollars, every single pound that we get is going towards a fund to get us out to Sheffield and to watch games. So
the American Blades Foundation.
Yeah,
I've started it here.
Please support today.
Yes, we'll have an infomercial that will run at the beginning of the match, halftime, and at the end of the match.
In the arms of the angels.
It'll have us in black and white, and we'll be like, if you just want to support us and see and help us get over to watch a game at Bramwell Lane, please donate. Anything will help.
Barnsley on the ball right now in their half. They're trying to get it out, and my stream has gone down.
All right, so I'll take over until mine goes down. So 74 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. The ball is back at the feet of Wes, and he plays it out to the right-hand side. And we're just knocking around between NL and Egan. Egan's on the ball now. And he's working it to Max Lowe down the left-hand side. And we're just working it around the back, honestly, right now. Up the right-hand side, we come up with NL. He's going to work the ball in towards Osborne. We're just holding possession right now, not doing anything very attacking. And we get it into Barnsley's half. A good bit of link-up play between Ndai and Lowe. And we ultimately lose out possession, but then we win it back, and it falls back to the feet of Ndai, who's going to work it up to the left-hand side. Your stream's back.
Great run. Yes, sir. And Ndai wins a free kick in a good area right there. Brilliant move from Ndai right there.
Yeah, it was.
And Joe Drinkwater, you bet your butt that it is football and not Soccer. It's football. Down the left-hand side, Osborne, great cross, but nothing comes from it. Sandy Barge on it. He shoots, and it is blocked out. Njai almost pulled down right there, but Njai passes back to Osborne. Osborne with the cross and headed out, but it is a Blades throw.
Okay, can we go and get something? Because it doesn't look like we're going to make any changes. Maybe Hecky's going to run us out for 90 minutes and get us dead tired for Watford. That'd be the Sheff United way right there. That would be good cross in.
And a great shot from Anel outside the – well, not a great shot, but a good effort from Anel Ahmedhodzic. Lad's got an eye for net.
He does.
If nothing else.
I will bet you during the season he at least hits 2 piss missiles.
You'd love to see it.
Bins it.
You'd absolutely love to see it.
I'm going to lose it when he scores. And especially if it's a piss missile, I'm going to lose it. We got to edit in here somewhere a goal for when he scores a goal.
Great little move forward there from United with Njae. Ultimately, there is a foul, and it is a free kick to the Blades.
Yeah, I like all the positive respect. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, welcome to the show, Mr. Captain Costa or Casa.
Is that Robert?
I think so. I think it is.
Fleck takes the free kick, and a shot that was struck, I believe, by Brewster ultimately ends up in the hands of the keeper. Barnsley with it. Now, a slip and fall.
Oh,
Thankfully, that was not costly. He looked like he'd been shot. Like the sniper was up there in the sniper's nest. Bang.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he went down like a ton of bricks.
Yes, we are American. I am from Los Angeles. Chad is from North Carolina, and there are quite a few American Blades out there. There, to quote Tobias Funke from Arrested Development, there are dozens of us. Dozens.
Oh,
very close there. There was a good cross put in, and ultimately it results in a corner for the Tykes.
I mean, and that was very imposing. I'm not going to want to mess with that dude. I am not. He is very imposing. And he looks like he'd be a straight serial killer. You wouldn't want to see him in the back of like a dark alley.
Yeah.
Let's see this Barnsley corner out. About to hit 8. We're in the 80th minute. Oh, that's probably going to be another. That'd be a Barnsley throw there. I didn't see who got a touch on it, but I know we cleared it out and cleared it away for a Barnsley throw in.
10 minutes to go here. Barnsley on the ball. They've had a nice little spell of possession here, but cleared out there. But Barnsley get back on it, and a foul is committed by Benno, and it is a free kick in a dangerous area.
Oh, man. I don't like the position of this.
It was Fleck who committed the foul, not Benno.
Fleck. Yep. Oh, man. This is in a dangerous area.
Paul, we're inclined to agree with you. We do need a couple of strikers. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it there, Jack. Thank you so much for that £1.79 donation. But yeah, we definitely need a couple of strikers, or at least one creative forward player. A Rita Cadra would be lovely.
Oh, man, West is gonna. If they get this on target, West is gonna have to stop this one here. They're gonna have to. He's gonna have to make a save. If this gets up and over the wall, hopefully not.
And here comes the free kick. And oh my goodness, what an amazing goal from Barnsley there. Up and, like you said, up and over the wall and into the back of the net. And Barnsley have the lead in this final preseason game. And maybe a warning sign there for United. Yeah. Big oof. Big old oof. Not good.
Not good at all. Man. Oh, man. That is not good. I knew when the ball fell in that dangerous area, something was going to happen.
Not good.
Man, come on. We got to go get an equalizer here.
Got to get an equalizer.
I doubt we'll play any extra time. What do we play? A minute in the first half. We'll probably play another minute. So we have better part of 10 minutes left, probably.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, unbelievable. That's just.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good free kick. Good spot kick. You know. Right? Who was the goal for?
Ahmed Hadzic plays in for Benno now. Benno tries to ping one for Brewster there. Clark on it now to Lowe. back to Clark. A little bit better here from United, better on possession. Ball put out to the right-hand side to Ahmed Hadzic, over to Georgie Baldock. Baldock looking for an opening.
We're trying to work the ball around the back for some reason. We're trying to poke and prod right now is basically what we're doing. Working it down the right-hand side, trying to work it inside to Benno, but we just keep passing the ball back out. It's like we're not trying to get it further than the midfield. We're not trying to lump it up to Brewster. I mean, all signs point to this entire squad's going to play 90 minutes. It doesn't look like we're going to make any change. But hopefully, I think Noah's stream froze. I think he is gone, so it's down to me. So we got 83 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock, and United lose possession down the right-hand side. Baldock lost possession, and we lose a throw-in. So Barnsley with a throw-in from the right-hand side. And now it's only me doing the stream because Noah's stream froze and he dropped out. We win the throw-in over to Max Lowe, and he's going to work the ball down the left-hand side, but he works it back to Egan, who is going to pass it back to Max Lowe and work the left-hand side. He gets the ball to Osborne, but Osborne loses possession, and Barnsley kick it out for a throw-in to the Mighty Blades. We've saw some pretty good crosses today, Paul. I mean, obviously none of them have amounted to anything, but Ben Osborne has been lethal from the left and right-hand side on crosses. Now United's just knocking the ball around at the back. Good ball over the top to Max Lowe to it's out for a throw. It's out for a Tykes throw-in. NL dropped the ball over the top to Max Lowe, and Max Lowe wasn't able to track it down. And Max Lowe saved it from being a goal kick to a Barnsley throw-in, to which they are now in time waste mode. And yes, they are taking time. And Noah is back. You are back, good sir.
Sorry about that, folks. Computer decided to take a you know what. So I need to get logged back in to watch the game as well.
So we got Ndiaye working the ball down the left-hand side, and he's trying to take on two defenders, and this is never going to work. Oh, good back heel to Max Lowe, and Max Lowe gives the ball away. It's the final third. We just break down in the final third every single time. And I agree with Scott. I mean, we hit the post twice, but agreed, we have no creative player. No, that's what we're lacking. We're missing the law firm over and over. I'm going to say that probably on every one of these streams we do. If we go a goal behind and we're lacking creativity, where's the law firm at? So Barnsley take a free kick, and it just strolls out of play, and it'll go as a goal kick to League 2 West. And he's
dropped the whole league there.
He's going to play it out of the back up to Ben Osborne. Over to
Berge. I'm back on here.
Back on.
Berge gets it over to Ahmed Hadzic. He's barreling down the left-hand side. But ultimately gives the ball away, and it is a throw-in for the Tykes. Disappointing second half here for the Blades.
Yeah, conceded two. Obviously, one was on the goalkeeper gaff. And then the second one, I mean, it was a great goal taken by Barnsley.
Yeah.
Great goal. But, I mean, what can you do? Luckily, this is only preseason.
Yep. United on it again in a good position. Berge strolling through, gets it to Benno, and it is just deflected out. It looked to be a good strike, but I think United have either a throw-in or a corner. I think it's a corner.
It's corner. I mean, that had eyes for goal, that ball looked.
Yeah, it did.
The deflection.
Yep. Much better. Much better there.
Come on. Good cross.
Yeah. Adam Bagnall says we need a couple more signings, and I'm inclined to agree. At least one more. Corner in, headed out.
Nothing doing.
Ball played over to Fleck. Fleck, a good cross in. Max Lowe gets on it, headed in the box. Oh.
Keep it alive, boys.
They're keeping it alive. It's in the box still and just cleared out now. And it has to be played all the way back to Wes. Frustrating there.
Yeah.
2 minutes left here. We are in the 88th minute.
Oh, man. Did he get – oh, he's offsides. Oh. I was going to say Fleck got all of that ball, it looked like.
Yep.
No, he didn't. He didn't get any of that ball. Man. Good thing they were caught offsides.
Too little too late here from United pushing forward. And this will probably – if the result holds, this will probably this is a frustrating result.
Yeah, this doesn't – I mean, I don't like that we've lost to a bunch of teams in preseason. I don't know if that adds to what we have to work on going into the season and gives us the better part of a week to work on, but I don't know. It's just not very convincing from us at the moment.
Cheaply given away by Ryan Brewster there, and Barnsley start the other way. A good ball down the channel into the right hand side, and they're taking it over to the corner flag in a friendly. Okay,
of course, yeah. Your stream, you weren't logged back into your stream yet, and Barnsley were taking forever to take a throw in, so they're at time wasting in a friendly.
Yeah.
Come on, this gets you nothing here.
United down the right-hand side. It is with Fleck, it looks like, over to Sandy Barge. Barge, it looked to be a good ball, but ultimately just a little bit too far for Georgie Baldock. But I'm inclined to agree with Jack. Kadra and Doyle, they make this team better, for sure. Doyle, at a minimum, I think we've really struggled in that final third. We've lacked the creativity, as we've said multiple times. Not having the law firm Morgan Gibbs White really has been frustrating. We are on 90 minutes now, not well into, but just into stoppage time. And they are taking their sweet time with this.
Probably be the final kick of the game, I'd imagine. Nope. Continue on. So we are going to play extra time like we did last night. I don't know how much because it's not posted on the board, but I would assume it couldn't be more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Barnsley throw.
More time wasting from Barnsley.
Yeah. I cannot believe this in a friendly.
And, they're showing the United fans leaving now.
See you guys. Man. This is not the way you want to finish out the preseason.
No.
Mm-mm.
Sandy Barge on it now.
Oh. I would no. That would
goalkeeper came out for it and just booted it away.
Mm.
And I think that is gonna just about be full time there, probably. Maybe not.
Oh man. No, we'll keep playing.
We'll keep.
Okay.
Yep, we play on.
Come on, work for an equalizer, a winner.
Kieran Clark on the ball. In our half, he tries to pass it forward, but it is booted out and just skied high. Throwing to United.
They had to let that come off the stanchion. He booted that awfully high up there.
Max Lowe over to Iliman and Njaye now. Njaye, good pass to Egan and that is full
time
there. So we'll get the full-time banner up.
Oh, man.
So ultimately, a frustrating loss for Sheffield United. Oops.
Man, not a good result. Not a good result.
Not a good result. Full time here. And Chad, let's hear your thoughts on that second half here.
Not good. Not what I wanted. We talked at halftime what I wanted to see coming out of half. I wanted to see another goal and a clean sheet. We had a goalkeeping gaffe and then an absolute stunning free kick. And we lost the game. That pretty much sums it up. Most of the players went missing for a little bit of the second half. So, I mean, I don't know if we didn't make a single sub. So I don't know if it's Hecky just wanting to get a run out for all the players. But I don't know. This is very concerning going into the beginning of the year. Now, if we turn it on against Watford, that'll be a different story.
The mistake from Wes is a sort of a 1 in a million kind of mistake. In all my years watching football, I think I've seen that made only a handful of times. So, we conceded the one goal. And I mean, it took an amazing free kick in order to score.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm as far as like what we're going to be taking away from this, I still think we need Doyle in this side. I think we need to shore up that back line. At this point, I think that probably is our back line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Max Lowe probably has that shirt nailed down. You think, Chad?
I would imagine so.
Yeah. I mean, the only player that I'd like to see come in who may have changed the game, I don't know, is Ollie Norwood, probably for either Benno or Fleck.
Yeah. That might have changed it.
But also, I mean, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but Benno wasn't playing forward enough for me. He played like he was really drawing and it was said that he was supposed to be in basically a front three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he did get forward with some of his crosses today. That was probably the best thing was his crosses. But other than that, yeah, him, Berger, and Dye, they went missing for periods of time. And then Brewster was up there all alone trying to make stuff happen up there.
Yeah.
But
there was not enough service to Brewster, and Njaye, I just don't think was creative enough. And Sandy Barge, Bedge had himself a little bit of a shocker today. Didn't think that he played super well.
Doesn't bode well for the start. I'm a little nervy. But
Yep.
Well, it's on to Watford now.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get one more like before we're done here for the day. We would love thank you. Well, we just want to kind of wrap up here and just say thank you to everyone who tuned in. I think at our highest we had almost 180 watchers, which is pretty good for a preseason game against Barnsley. That means basically nothing. But one last plug for the podcast here. Chad and I are the Red Half of Sheffield podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Red Sheffield. You can find us on Facebook at the Red Half of Sheffield. And Chad, where can the people follow you on social media?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at cjarvis_13.
And you can follow me, Noah Snyder, at Sunpuck on Instagram and at Nessman930 on Twitter. So we'll close it out here the way that we normally close out the podcast. Until next time, I'm not sure when that's going to be. Up the blades, Chad.
Up the blades.
Come on, you red and white wizards.